tonight. Should be live, and as usual, I just need to organize my windows. Get the chat popped out. And get that where I can see it. Dang it. I clicked the completely wrong thing. There we go. So I think Eowyn has, yeah, she has plenty of stamina. King of Men also has a good bit of stamina. Actually, I think I need to take the army off of Eomer first, I believe. So I was sweeping with him, trying to get him caught up in levels. Actually, yeah, for Eowyn we'll leave it like that. For other commanders I might actually put less melee units. See what I get from my daily freebie chests. Absolutely nothing, and also absolutely nothing. Good evening, Layla. You're the first person here tonight, I think. What do I even want from the exchange? Maybe Aragorn, King Aragorn's item, I guess. Can't really think of anything else that I would want. Get that. The daily free surprise. No, I clicked the wrong freaking thing. I didn't mean to buy battle readiness. Rip 80 gems. Wait, what do I get from the fellowship too? No relocation, and I have plenty of coin, so I think I'm just going to go all in on the resources. The resources, I think, are a somewhat controversial purchase for fellowship points. But I need to build a lot of stuff in the next day or so. I need to get the light cavalry stable going. I might do that tonight, though. I guess I should see what I can scam the market for first. Don't want to do that one. Actually, this is a lot of good stuff from the market, so I'm definitely picking up the wood. I'm gonna go ahead and trade the grain because then I can just buy the grain back. And I feel like if I had paid more attention, this combination along with this one was going to be basically free resources. But as it stands, I think what I do is I trade 100k grain for 50k ore, and then I buy the grain back because I'll come out ahead. So if I go here and I do 100k, sell 100k, I get 59,000, and then I go back and I spend 50,000 for 100k. So it's not that much. Yeah, these, I mean, I could potentially, I think I'm gonna sell some grain for stone. I'm going to sell 100k grain for stone and then buy it with the lumber because I have a ridiculous amount of lumber. Let me think about it though. Yeah, let's sell about 100k again and then trade. And other than that, I think I do this one too, honestly. What's up, Roman? Sending taco vibes from Chicago. Very nice. This I might actually have to hold on to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trade 100k grain for stone again. And then I'll buy the grain back. And I actually need to start building some stuff. I think I go ahead and start the military academy. I need to start this too, though. I'm gonna start this first. And then later on I'll start the military academy in like 20 or 30 minutes. Otherwise, we'll just start smacking some tiles with AON. Yeah, the next few days I'm trying to unlock all my T3 mounted units, trying to max my military academy for this town hall level, and start saving up for Town Hall 9, which is quite expensive, which will also require, I believe, at least one upgrade of my, what's that thing called? Storage? Because I have 515k right now, maximum. Yeah, so I'll have to upgrade my storage at least once. It's probably getting to the point where I need to upgrade my storage a few times, just because 500,000 resources isn't a whole lot to play with when you're trying to scam the market or when your income is this unbalanced. Speaking of income being unbalanced, I also need to upgrade my market. So I have the bow knights. I need to get this up one more level. I'd like to get the Rohirrim quarters up another level, just because it increases grain and gives me more gold. I need to take this up, this current level +1, which I think I can do at 8. Yeah, I should be able to take this to 5 now that Númenórean is at 8. And I need to... I probably am going to have to go for Ram Riders before Town Hall 9. Just because Éowyn wants melee cavalry, and my Theoden wants melee cavalry, and honestly Aragorn wants melee cavalry. And I'm probably benching my Gandalf anyway, so... Hey, what's up, Theodore? How is it going, my friend? This was not a good fight. Well, not as efficient as she normally can't be. I'm not sure why Sharku is rough. It doesn't seem like he really does anything special. I guess it's just the madness, although... Did my madness immunity just not go off? Let's see... Yeah, did not affect Outrider. They attacked the Knights. Did not affect Cav Archer. They resisted. Did not affect Outrider. They resisted, thankfully. Okay, so it's only one madness hit. That's not the worst. So, but still somewhat annoying. Ugh. I hate when you swallow incorrectly. As soon as I started drinking that, I knew it was going to happen too. Let's see. What do you think of my Celeborn? Ranged might. Yep. Hysteria. Yep. Sustain is fine. I need some water now, I think. Sustain is fine because he can't use a fireworks. Ooh. That's better. Although with Celeborn, I would like to see a report of how much he's healing. I feel like a Might of Elves harp might be better. Potentially. Melee Vigor. That should probably be a hunter's skin, but depends on what units he's running. I've seen people run the full glass cannon build, where you just go pretty much full sentinels or full march wardens. And I've seen it built where you do run one tank unit. Put him to R10. Celeborn is definitely a hotly debated hero commander. So this a elf strength harp. This might actually be better than the sustain pipe. So you took a break? What made you take a break, my friend? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious. They've definitely changed a lot, though. Commanders start at level 5 now, which is actually super nice, because that means you don't have to take 2. So at the start of a season, you pretty much always had to take 2 1-power tiles with each of your primary commanders just to get them from level 1 to level 2, unless you had very high respect and gear. You could just hit 10s and 15s off the bat. But 2 level 1 tiles would take you to level 2. And it might have been 2 more to level 3, but usually by level 2, you could start hitting 10s and 15s with a lot of commanders that you have been focusing on. What does this guy have? Men's Strength Carver, interesting. Melee Vigor, yeah, that's good. Courage, that's probably fine. See, I feel like this guy's... The sustain pipe, in my opinion, should be on Galadriel. And the Elf Strength Harp should be on Celeborn. Because Celeborn relies on his units doing damage, Galadriel relies on herself doing damage. My opinion, at least. Oh, I think he said, yeah, he'll put that accessory on. That makes sense. So he's saying exactly what I was saying. Ugh, the good old mouth of Sauron. This is one of the reasons that I'm benching Gandalf. Honestly. This looks like a nice Gala. Smite. HP with focus, yep. Courage. And a sustain pipe. Yep, very solid Galadriel. What respect is this? 30, 41, 50 points. And she gets 6. So 4 from Wisdom, 2 from Strategist. So I said 50 minus 6, that's 44. So she's respect 8, it looks like. Pretty solid stuff. Where are my conscription queues? 20 minutes on the knights. This game does take a ton of time. Especially if you're trying to be relatively competitive and keep up. It's really punishing if you can't log in and burn your stamina. You just get so far behind. Alright, can this stuff go away? Yeah. I feel like showing the fortress there doesn't really matter since people can just look in the fog. What I need to do is I need to figure out my King of Men's gear. I'm actually thinking of being crazy and running a Flay Carver on King of Men. Not even kidding. I'm definitely going to switch to this Hith lane. Because right now he has a 1-star pipe. Actually, it's 12.6. It's 20%. Yeah, I think once I start running single stacks, I might switch to the Hith lane. Or I could just keep the pipe and run him as a hybrid, but I really want to run him as a hybrid commander, but I think you need really, really high respect to do that. Yeah, that's fair, especially if you're part of a group and like you don't want to let the group down, so to speak, by not being as active as you could be. I can totally understand that. Got a friend coming in to steal one of my tiles. Did she just level up? Nope. I'm actually not sure if it's worth reinforcing between every single hit, but I do think it's slightly more efficient, and none of my stamina is rotting right now, so it's probably worth it. So I'll go back to thinking about King of Men's gear. I've thought about putting 14 points, or 15 points, sorry, into his R3 to run the Blazing Tongue on him. And if I did that, I was going to break the Blazing Tongue to upgrade the Gigantic Hammer, have Eomer use the Gigantic Hammer. That's probably still better than giving Aragorn the Blazing Tongue. This has 16 might. I don't know what the base might on this is. I do kind of want to be crazy and run the Flay Carver, because if I get him to R5, he can get +5 attack on men units, which is actually pretty substantial for something like Guards of the Tower. You can just put 1 point into here. And then +3 from the Carver. Plus it has Flay anyway. I would have a lot less might than an axe though, because this goes up to 48. And this is going to max out at 24 might, I believe. Yeah. And I have this chest saved for Witch Kings. I need to get these helms upgraded for Witch Kings as well. Unfortunately, I don't have a gill to use the white knife on. You're the only one watching. Oh, I need to post in Discord. The official Discord. I usually do that whenever I start streaming. That seems to get some more people too. And the bot posted it automatically in my Discord. I'm just grinding tiles and thinking out loud, honestly. I've taken so many freaking wood tiles today. I don't know why people are declaring wars. We're how many seasons in and people still don't realize that you don't have to declare wars to take a neutral keep. Kinda crazy. What are they going to take next anyway? Dagger Lad, probably. They didn't or haven't UF'd with Mordor. I don't think they've been able to path really anywhere else. I assume they're going to be setting up on this as well. Yeah. They over here yet? No. They are down here, but they probably haven't pathed there yet. Wonder who's gonna make it to... Let's see who's gonna make it to Dorwinion first. Where do the Varyog tiles end? Still Varyog, still Varyog. So a fort there. I feel like that's their forward progress. Unless some crazy person pathed way ahead of everybody, which I doubt. So they're getting relatively close. I imagine they'll just build forts on this side of the river and then push across. I don't know that Erebor is close at all. Guess we can check their forward progress. And have they not really even pathed away from Selduinville yet? They had to have, right? Yeah, we got a guy relocated. Maybe they haven't. Huh. Unless I'm just looking in the wrong direction. That's not very far away from the keep. So maybe it's still another day or two before they start fighting. But it seems like this is going to be the first real fight of the server. I would imagine. They're both kind of running straight at the other. I hate Azru Core. That guy is the worst. But yeah, it's crazy how many tiles I've taken today. I've been doing fights like this, which is not that many losses, all day long. Plus recruiting all day long, non-stop. And I'm running out of melee units. Because I gained plus 20 tile capacity. And I dropped like 50, 90 power tiles. 46 or 47 to be exact, something like that. So my brain is kind of mush. Like all of these, almost every single 150 that I've taken in here has been today. Plus these 130s outside of it. I think this 130 was today as well. And some straggler tiles in other places. Pretty sure these were today. But my economy is starting to feel much, much better. Which is a good thing. Because on like day 2 and day 3, I never had any resources. Let's see how far people have pushed into Enrath. Pretty far. Surprisingly far, in fact. I don't even think they meant to go to the keep. I mean, we can't take that for a while. I think they were just hungry for tiles. And it's still going. At this rate, they're going to already be in Elven King's halls. Pretty close to it. Let's see. Oh, dwarves took Withered Heath as well. I know they took... I think they took Arid Mithrin yesterday. Selduin and Withered Heath today. Iron Hills is going to be a while. Let's see if they're at Northern Wastes. Seems like they are. Don't see a fortress up yet, though. So, they still can probably take that tomorrow. Even with this amount of forts. Since they get guardians. Might be better to save a fortress for the Dorwinian fight. Because those things are expensive early on. They're obnoxiously expensive. Like just the gold cost early on, 30, pretty sure it's 30,000. I can't build it because I don't have officer roll. I'm pretty sure it's 30,000, which even at my level of gold, I get like 8,000 a click. Oh, okay, apparently I get 12,000 now. Pretty sure earlier today before I upgraded my tributes, it was 8,000 a click. Even at 12,000, it's 2.5 clicks when you get every 2 hours. So that's 5 hours worth of gold just for one fortress. Alright, Awen, please take a super easy fight so I can stop bleeding melee units. Unfortunately, I can't drop anything because all these tiles I'm using for relocating. I think I might recall Aowen after this one, though. That way I can at least burn some of King of Men's stamina. Alright, that was a pretty easy fight. Not gonna complain about that one. Take her home in a minute. And probably can even lose some of the knights for more bow knights. Bring her back. Mary and Pippin, what do I need to gather? I might have to gather stone. Do I have a stone tile here? Be kind of surprised. I have to have a stone tile up here, right? There's one. So I'll go ahead and move him over. I don't think I'm going to be having to gather grain anytime soon, because I'm going to be doing a lot of sweeping in the next day or so. See you later, Theodore. Thanks for stopping by, man. Enjoy seeing your family. Yeah, Ungo and Whip are trash. True. True. Like how Capricorn, he's talking crap about Linden, even though if we take a look. Take a look here. He was in Linden. Let's put some eyes out there. People declaring war like it's going out of style for neutral keeps. That's like the 5th war declaration that I've seen today. Oh, between today and yesterday. Alright, that's open. There's a bunch open over here, too. Okay, so do I keep going Honduran's folk quarters? I think I have to. I think I'm going to need it 8 anyway to get the Goat Rider stable to 5. And I just need the resources from it. So I think I take that to 8 and take this to 8. And then hopefully throughout tomorrow, I think I'll be at 50 in 2 to 3 days. I doubt that. Unless you start hitting eagles tonight. There's no way. 2 to 3 days? No. Unless he already has a level 40 and can start hitting eagles like right now. If he had a level 40 commander and was hitting eagles right now, he could do it in 3 days if he used every single point of stamina. Is the halfway point. I think it's level 44. I should check. Actually, I'm going to check just to make sure. Because I recorded it last season. Let's see. The halfway point is... So it takes 21.5 million. And level 44 requires 10.6. Oh yeah, but they did reduce it. I'm not sure on the 48 to 50 thing actually. So I'm not sure. But 44 to 50 used to be 11 mil total. While 1 to 44 was 10.6 mil total. Eagles give more EXP? That would be interesting if they actually do. Maybe it is possible. If Eagles give more and the requirements were reduced significantly, maybe it's possible. Alright, I was gonna take which one? This one is like camouflaged. Is he hitting eagles? He's 42 now. I should see if anybody's hitting eagles yet. I know some people have pathed up here. Nobody's dropped a fortress yet. Maybe he was hitting eagles in Gladden. It doesn't seem like anybody has been hitting that, but it's possible. Are there any other eagle camps over here? That might be the only one. I thought there were some over here though. Yeah, there we go. Felagund. If he came down there and rotated between the 3 eagle camps, maybe he could do it. Nearly halfway, but I can do the rest. Yeah. Stam pots each day and only hit equals constantly. Maybe you can make it. I don't know, the Eagles at level 42. Gandalf could probably do it. I don't know what the losses would be like though at 42 without, unless he has a fully upgraded what's that thing called? Actually, let's do this for 2 hours. If he already has a fully upgraded military academy, then maybe. Dang, this guy has guardians already too? Pretty solid. I'm definitely slightly behind in the T3 department. Ouch. That was kind of rough. Also, when can I relocate? I think it's in like 40 minutes. Something like that. 46 minutes. I can only take 2 more tiles. Then I guess I just sweep. I'll be able to take 9 more. Theoden can already basically take 6. And Gandalf can take 5. So that's already more than enough stamina. So I can afford to sweep with some of it. I guess I can do these random level ups while I wait. Just so the green arrows go away. I don't remember why I randomly put 4 points into his R5, but it's not like I'm using him. Oh gosh, I have even more random points to do. Yikes. March speed, why not? Alright, thankfully that's all the random points to do. I guess I should start tips too, though. They pinged me. Tactics evolved. 50% chance to stun an enemy each round. That would be a huge buff to the T2 trolls, actually. If that's true. Ooh, Gandalf the White Respect. And we will do that. Actually, that's really convenient for Merry and Pippin to snag. So that's not so bad. Refresh once. Treebeard Men Commander. Just for the memes. Hello, Christian. How are you tonight? Well, I assume tonight. I guess theoretically it could be morning for you depending on where you are in the world, but I think that'd be unlikely. And are there any more 150s open right here? I don't think so. Unfortunately, those are locked behind a 90. So I guess I'm coming down here. Even though it's a 4-minute march. I don't feel like taking and dropping a 90. Although I suppose technically I have the time before relocating. Oh, somebody is farming Bjorns. Oh, if it's Gala, though... I don't know if Gala can do eagles. Maybe. Maybe with the right gear. I mean, she does give a ton of defense, which might help the ranged units tank enough. Celia is ready to tango. Well, I don't know who Gondor is going to be fighting early on. If Varyags isn't coming that way, it's going to take Gondor a long time to actually get there. Unless they want to go for Rohan early. But I don't know if that would be a good idea. They still have so much land that they should take, honestly. They should probably just AFK for another week and take like everything here. Like Osgiliath, Ithilien, all the way to Lower. Like if they get to spend the next week farming and taking keeps, they'll actually have incredible commander levels, incredible economies. Oh my gosh, I sent Eowyn to freaking gather. I hate this new thing. It defaults to... I don't even know how it picks whoever's at the top, I guess. Like, I hate that it defaults to somebody. I just wasted 25 stamina. Or was that the full cost? How much does it cost? I can't even check now, can I? Maybe it gave me the full amount back. I feel like they should make it, if you have an army on the tile, they should let it default to whatever army is on that tile. And if not, you should have to actually select an army. Maybe it's a silly thing to complain about. Maybe I'm just being... Maybe it's like user error. Can't do that one. I don't know if we go for the goats, or do we just go... I think we just do this. That way quarters will be fully taken care of. Honestly, I don't know how many goats I'm going to conscript, because hopefully I can beeline straight to rams and just not have to worry about it. But tomorrow should be nice. So if I can unlock all my T3s tomorrow and spend most of the day sweeping and training, then probably Monday I can start farming 200s pretty efficiently. If I sweep like another level, Eowyn will be 35 or close to... He'll be 34. He'll be maybe 34. And then I upgrade my military academy by Monday. Can probably start doing them relatively efficiently. If you buy the deal in bag end, do you mean for the gems? If you mean the first time gem purchases, I think that they do not reset. I believe they only reset when you go to bag end each time. Actually, I need to fix that. And... Oh, Halor! What's up, man? Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Halor Sinclair is an old buddy of mine, all the way back. And how long have we known each other now? When did I start playing Eve? Must have been like 7, 8 years ago? Let's see, it was before Scanna. It was when I was at DHHS. You have a symbol now, yes. Yes, you do. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It's been a long time, though, that we've known each other, like... Because it was before we were both at DHHS. So... It was even before we worked together. Been a minute. They were building another fortress. Oh, this is probably the fortress. Yeah. Wonder why I put it here. Probably needs help taking the crossings. That's probably why. I don't know, maybe we don't have to take that. I might be able to get some more emotes now, actually. I have to check on that tomorrow. Because at a certain number of members, you unlock like 2 more slots for the emotes. I would have no idea what to make it, though. Maybe an emote based on the scene. Well, you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, right? I feel like you said you haven't seen Lord of the Rings. There's a super epic scene that Lord of the Rings fans will know where the Rohirrim are about to charge into combat and save their homies. And their king is riding along the line of horse dudes, hitting their spears. I guess I added it with his sword. And they're all shouting death. And it's just... I've watched that scene like 100 times. And it still gives me goosebumps every time. It's just a great scene. Well acted. Oh yeah, man, you gotta watch them, man. They're not perfect by any means. It does leave out a lot from the books because it has to, because the books are so long and complicated. But I mean, they're just awesome movies. So many epic moments. So maybe one based on that and one based on when Gandalf fights the Balrog. Farm eagles, conscript eagles, release eagle camps. Repeat. True. It is very frustrating when people sit on the tile. Because Especially at this point in the season, like there's no reason to hold on to an eagle tile. You're not going to be conscripting them. You're not going to have the gold for that. What are we going to use them? You're going to use your expensive eagles. How much do those things cost? It's like 6,000 gold a command or something. Okay, 4,050 per command. You're not going to be using that or paying that when you could lose 20, 30 command in a fight. It's going to be hundreds of thousands of gold. If you're a super whale and you're selling items, I suppose you could. Hey Felipe, how are you tonight? Like, I am actually just out of stuff to do with blue gear. Like, every single commander that I want to have wisdom has wisdom. And none of my commanders are actually wearing blues. I suppose I could refine some stuff for pathers, but, like, I don't know, it just feels like too much work for, like, a minor amount of extra speed for pathing. I'm going to spend, like, an hour clicking the refine button, or sorry, the strengthen button, and I'm going to save myself, like, 2 seconds over the course of an entire season. I'm good, man. The season is turning around for me. It was a really rough start, but it's getting there. I'm finally past the early game slog of never having resources for anything. I've been actually running full-time conscription queues today, full-time building queues, and I have resources left over. So that's been solid. And go ahead and recall King of Men since I'm about to relocate. And I'll sweep with somebody. Hey, Gabriel. Just farming. Just trying to get to the point where I can take 200s relatively easily. I'll sweep, I guess, with Theoden first. Because in the long run, I care more about Theoden getting XP than I do Gandalf getting XP. Because I'm about to bench Gandalf. I don't know if I can sweep level 25s, though. Let's see if that's going to be another... If that's an Aomer, I might have to just go with 20s. For the sake of saving up troops to start hitting 200s tomorrow or the next day. Especially with how low I am on melee. Like, I have so many freaking T2 Cav archers. These guys never die. Do I have reports of Gilgalad? I do not. Thanatos, he might. I could ask him if he's online. Let's see. Do you have some reports? It would only be tile reports, though. What was it that you were interested in seeing or knowing about? Full March of Bow Knights on 33 Gala? No way. There's no way. No. No way. Unless you have, like, ridiculous whale gear, there's no way a level 33 commander can do eagles. Nope. With new armor and helm. Sure. Actually, I don't know what he put on his Gala now. Wait, are you Karch? Or you're just saying hello to Karch? I think you're saying... I know you're saying something about Karch. I think Saludos is hi. Or greetings. Something like that. Let me Google Translate it real quick. Make sure I'm not just making stuff up. Greetings to Carchiles. Carchiles. So I was close. Close. Not a bad guess for somebody that took Spanish in high school a long time ago. Hitting a 200 now. Oh, wait, I do know what he put on his guild because he was asking me about it yesterday. I just remembered. He used to have a hunter's skin, and he replaced it with the ranger's shroud, and he used to have the trapper's hood, but it replaced is not the best, but it's still a nice item overall. The attack is good. Obviously, the attack's not as good as a trapper's hood until he gets it to 5 stars. I mean, that's a lot of T3s to lose. I can promise you can't. That still probably can't do it unless you're like R20 with full gold gear. I think even Gandalf, GTG has to be like level 40-ish. I think level 40-ish with a full military academy, and then Eomer. Freaking hate this guy. This guy shows up on statues too. He's just brutal. I don't know what it is. It's not like he has a good build. He only did 12k himself. If that was like Boromir or something, I would have lost almost nothing. I think Legolas is on Sentinels. So I might just have to do... That's too many losses. Might just have to do 20s for now. I can test a Sentinel 25 and then see. Oh, does he have the thing that... No, that's swing. Yeah. He doesn't have the R5 thing that hits ranged units. Would actually be good if he did, because then I could lose some of my 3s anyway. I keep an eye. I want to relocate exactly when I... This is 27 minutes. That's 9:28 my time. Something like that. I'll see what he gets, what his report is on the 200. Oh, there we go. Very solid for level 36. He has 18 on his military academy. What level is that? That's probably level 8 military academy. Oh wait, no, because he gets 5 from being Gil-galad. So he actually only has level 6 military academy. Because he's getting +5 from being Gil-galad. So he really only has +13 from his military academy. So that's not too bad. Especially for Baruthiel. Not because she's good, but because she comes with Reapers and Arbalests. And those can be a pain. It's not too bad, actually. And the level and lack of military academy levels. Okay. I feel like conscripting 1,000 bow knights earlier was a mistake. I should have started conscripting these guys way sooner than I did. But it's all good. It's not like having them is gonna screw me over. Once I start hitting the 200s. Really want my Aomer to catch up. He's 6 levels behind Gandalf. I'm tempted to swap his gear out and start hitting 150s with him. Try one of these guys and see how that goes. It's just so much more XP. This is 25k. These are 14k. But these are essentially free. I lost 20 total units. Whereas there I lost way more than 20 total units. I mean, you don't get that much more grain from the higher level version. Alright, go away, blinky thing. But if this is Legolas like I remember, that's going to be kind of a pain too. And I feel like I already killed all the level 20 mobs over here earlier. There's one. Okay, maybe some more spawned. Or I just didn't scroll over that far. Because past a certain point, the round trip time for sweeping just becomes a pain. When you're walking like 10 minutes one direction, you can just never burn your stamina. It takes like half a day to burn your stamina. Kind of a pain. I would say 40 with max or close to max military. How do you spell military? Military. Probably do it. Yeah, I mean, that's about the same. So went from 207 to 184. 117, 178. Pretty much the exact same. So I guess for now, I'll be sweeping 20s. Ugh, that's gonna be 10 sweeps would be 140,000. 20 sweeps would be 280. So maybe like 17 or 18 sweeps just to level. It's pretty crazy. I'm really missing effortless sweeping. Like, that was such a good ring skill. Such a fantastic ring skill. Especially because I prefer sweeping to mock battling. Much prefer it. Fortress get deleted? No, we still have them. Pretty sure. I see them. They're showing up for me. Guess we'll bring some Outriders. Alright, where were those level 20s? They were somewhere over here. So these guys are good to sweep because these guys can drop tips that give 20,000 XP and 10k gold, I believe it is. the upgraded version of them, which hopefully some spawn over here, but I don't think they do. I think this is only... Oh yeah, there they are. These guys, I think, is a 40k XP. It's either 40 or 80k XP. I can't remember if these guys drop either building upgrades or XP. These guys drop grain. Who are the members of my... So from my team, so we merged with another team this season. So Karch has been with me since season 2. Eru we picked up after season 2 as well. She was with us season 3 and this season. MD9 joined us last season. Ha ha ha, we picked up an S2. Dinksy was S2. Safa Stay, I believe, were both S2. Capricorn was part of the restart, the original restart. Thanatos, Matt Jazz, Thorondil. So these guys right here, Thanatos, Matt Jazz, Thorondil, Felagoon, were part of our restart group. Estel joined last season, I think. I want to say, yeah, he came with us last season. Ali Scan, season 2. Burner was, I think we got him in S2, yeah. Gato, we picked up last season. Lord of Lords was with us since the restart, I believe, yeah. Lady Ethereal was S2. Pacifist, we met him season 2. Has been, yeah, S2. Alec was S2. Emery S2. Polter was restart. Anyway, I could keep going. We have about half of the people, so about 50 players from Ungo are now part of this group. We each took about 50 players. Not exactly, but roughly 50 each to make this team. And it's just because like I didn't have time to do leadership anymore. And so we that had a similar community atmosphere that we had, that were pretty try hard without being ridiculous. And we merged with them, so 5 seasons of leadership was more than enough for me, to be honest. This point's wasted. This point doesn't really do anything until this is leveled up more. So I could put 2 more points into Rohirrim, but probably not worth the gems. It'll be fixed soon enough. Map isn't shows. A bug to me. What were the losses on that one? Yeah. I just don't think it's worth the extra XP. I mean, this is basically free. And that's not... If I had a solid barracks and wasn't trying to take 200 soon... Oh, I have plenty. I should not wait around for the recalls. This is going to be like a 7-minute march or something. 6.5. Definitely going to have to recall that one immediately. Another 200. Solid and solid. Where is he taking all of these? He came way up here. Charlie has Bjorns already. Wonder if he's taking that for the power? He probably is. I doubt he's recruiting them. I don't think he's using Haldir. They all agreed. Yeah, it was more of a leadership thing. Like, unfortunately, we had to lose some. We had to make a decision. Like, either we could keep as many people as possible and have to do our own leadership and our own recruitment and our own diplomacy and all of the things that come along with that, or we could take our best 50 and another group's best 50, put them together, and each of those groups, that newly formed group of 100 will be stronger than either of the two groups before. And so just from a time and leadership perspective, and also like we want to keep pushing ourselves as players and keep building as strong of a team as possible. So from that, and you always have to strive for getting better and better, playing with better players that can help you learn the whole like iron sharpens iron type of mindset. And I mean, it's sad, like, I'm talking about it now, probably not sounding sad. Obviously, I'm not like gonna cry about it, but losing people that you had been playing with for a while isn't a fun decision. It just felt like the right decision in the long run. Right now, we are not united. We have most likely worked out who we'll unite with. I'm not going to say it yet. We definitely have made diplomatic arrangements with some people. When do the UFs open up anyway? Can't be changed. There we go. Yeah, so pretty soon. Although this is probably not. I don't know, that's a week. 500 rings hitting 75. That's going to take forever with these new experience requirements. I don't know if this is going to happen in a week. 20 level 10 structures. Maybe it will. But like right now, that's level 15. I guess if we got... Oh, that's just crazy. You have a week to get 20 level 10 structures. That's way too many. That means each faction would have to do like 2. Although we are a smaller server, relatively speaking. Like, we really only have Loth, Erebor, Varyags, Linden, Gondor. Like, Rohan exists, but they're small. Arnor's even smaller. Isengard, somehow they have 70 players. Angmar and Mordor are essentially dead on arrival. Hey, what? This guy has my name. I did not even notice that. Has he always had that name? Yeah. Well, not like Phoenix is unique to me. Yeah, if we look at the map, it's so Gundabad, I don't think they have a single player. Like, literally. I don't think they have a single warband, even. Rune, the same thing. I don't even know, do they have any players? It's like, that's minus 2 factions. Now you're already down to 12, or 10 factions of the 12 that you start with. So even if every other faction was populated, that would still be 2 structures per faction. But Rohan has like 100 players at best. Gondor has like 300, so they're solid. Mordor and Isengard combined probably have 100 actives, something like that. So I mean, in terms of like fully active factions, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And anybody outside of those 5 is somewhere between like 50 and 70 active players. Yeah, Orlando Bloom is... He's the leader. I think he might be the leader of both. I feel like... He's at least the leader of... Is that the only 2? Dude. Let's see. What server were these guys on last time? Unless he just recruited the guy. I feel like he's... I don't know if he meant that he fully runs both, or just that he's in charge of both for this season. But yeah, he's over in Varyags. Well, the hammer is good. The Trolls command. This is like the biggest joke. Like, who would ever use this? Nobody brings Trolls for the damage. But overall, solid. +2 and 5 is 7, and this is 6 more. That's +13 attack. Yeah. That is a lot of damage. How much does Thanatos have? Probably close. Only +8. I guess it'll be 10 once he gets those 2. But also he gets another 7%. What was his Gandalf? Oh, that was Thanatos' Gandalf. No? Wait, what? Okay, Wolf has the +13. This Gandalf really needs fireworks, to be honest. I don't think Sustained Pipe is the right call if you're running ranged units. Oh, I should hit some effigies over the next couple days. That's what I need to do. That would be really good for XP. Assuming they're not all taken. Are there any level 20 dudes over here? There's some. Much closer than the other ones were. There's a 20. Whip. They merged, I think, with a group. They might have merged with Potatoes, I think is the name. They merged with somebody. And yeah, they're on a different server playing Tactics Evolved. Oh no, they didn't merge with Pota. They're on the same server as Pota. They merged with somebody though. Or at least Apostolos did. But I'm pretty sure Apostolos is still their leader. So I have just reading some random Discord conversation about whether or not it's better to focus really heavily on one guy or have evenly distributed levels. Honestly, it's a little bit of both. And everybody with the ranged Gandalf, which makes perfect sense. This should probably be ranged Might if he has the option. Like Mend, I think is best used on commanders that only run one unit. When one of you get what, 5 men's, I think? It's every 2 rounds. So it goes off on round 1. So I think it's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So if this happens to hit a unit, especially that hasn't taken damage, especially as Gandalf, because he has, so like on round, wow, my brain is just not working. All right, as Gandalf the Grey, you're going to be running 3 units. All 3 of those units are going to have avoidance for the first instance of damage. They are also likely going to be attacking first, and enemy units are going to be stunned. So the first use of Mend is almost always going to not do anything for Gandalf the Grey. So you really only get 4 heals out of it on Gandalf. And if it happens to hit while taking damage, that's like -1 more use of Mend. Which is why I think it's much better on commanders like that want to run mono stacks. So like Gimli with a Mend Hith lane, or King Aragorn or T2 Aragorn. That way it's guaranteed that that one unit is going to take damage, and it's guaranteed that the Mend itself will hit that unit because it's the only unit that it can hit. So, a long-winded explanation of why I'm not a huge fan of Mend fireworks. Just my opinion, though. Maybe it works out. But that's why I want this Hith lane on my Aragorn King of Men. Because he's either going to run Guards of the Tower. That's probably what he's going to run. Because by the time you put this Plate of the Citadel with them, it's already plus 22 defense. Now they're rocking right around Guardian defense. Maybe a little bit more. 78 plus 22, that puts them right at 100. Guardians have a 101 base. Yeah. So they'll be about as tanky as Guardians, actually tankier against Cavalry. Need this accessory. Yeah. I think he means Pursuit. I really need another Resolve Horseman's Helm. Need a Horseman's Helm to show up in the shop. And I need to get this to 200. Because I could pick a purple helm. Or I could pick... I actually need 2 purple weapons, though. I need a Flay Axe. I need a Men's Strength Carver. Although maybe I can just give Eowyn a Flay Carver. But I think that would be less overall damage than a Men's Strength Carver. At least for seasons where she has Breeze or Marshals. Pretty sure Men's Strength would be... My focus really that high? Yeah, probably. It's a lot of refined items. Plus 172. Yeah, that's 45, 18, 24. So that's 69 plus 18 is what, like 87? Then that's 111. 15 from that. 111 plus... How is he getting 172? Is that a bug? Or did I just do the math completely wrong? Alright, 24 plus 24 is 48. Plus 18, That's 58 plus 8 is 66. That's 66 plus 40 would be 160. 111. I did the math right on that. 111 plus 15 is not 178. Huh? The math actually looks wrong. I have 111 from items and 15 from skills. It should be 126. But it says 172. Bonus of plus 172. That's weird. What is happening? Does mine do that too? Oh, ring skill. Right. This is now 10% focus. It used to be 10% focus damage. Now it's 10% focus. Yeah. You're right, Martine. I forgot that it's that way now. So 6%. So it would have been 180 plus, what did I say was 126? Would be like 306. And then 6% of that would be like another 18. So yeah, okay. That makes it, that makes more sense. Oh, snap. I need to relocate. What's up, crypto? I should not have sent that sweep out because I need to relocate now. No. Alright, well, while this sweep goes, I'm going to run to the bathroom and then I'll relocate. That way I don't have to relocate and start farming again, but have to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back. Ooh. All right. I'm back before the sweeping finished. So we're good to go. After I relocate, I can take 9 tiles. I might as well just scoop that one. I feel like I pinned a tile earlier here. Yeah. I'll have the path to it. But if I path, which way is quicker? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not going to be the quickest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can take that. 6, take this, take this. Okay, that path makes way more sense. Gimli's at 400 might. It's pretty solid. So he's saying he invested everything in Theoden, and then he got Dane and Thorin's invites. Yikes. But I mean, I guess like at least he got the T3 invites out of the way. Better than not. Alright, well, these are almost done. That resets soon. Oh crap, when does my red book reset? 22 hours. Can I do the hard difficulty yet this season? Might be able to. Sentinel. I think we just go. Actually, what are these guys? 46 to 48. So those are not quite as much damage, but not off by that much. Although with my plus attack, might actually be better to do that and then knights. Something like that. Oh, my game crashed. Yikes. Big yikes. Well, I don't think it really crashed on my phone. Maybe once earlier. Well, by now I'm sure Theoden is under 5 minutes to go on coming home. Just about. I'll have to do the red book before I go to bed, though. And I forgot about these guys. They're only 3 minutes. Maybe I can do it while they get back. Well, it depends on what level of... If these are going to be level 50s... Then... Oh, level 35? I think I'll be alright. Well, that's level 49, though. That's kind of a yikes. Sure. We'll go for the unit selection because I'd like to pick up another T3. Oathbreakers. That's kind of a risky pick. I think Rams are probably... Yeah, Rams can probably replace the Knights. That's 90 HP. It's 82. Yeah. Yeah, good thing I didn't take the OBs, because there's Keepers right there, there's Corsairs right there, there's Gandalf the White right there. That was a pretty easy one. Ooh, Sentinel. Ooh, and Master Throwers, though? If I take the Throwers... 100... Probably worth losing... Gandalf the White or Corsairs? Gandalf the White's gonna have a better potential skill. Yeah, with the Throwers... Ooh, Magical Barrier... Magical Barrier is pretty solid for this army. Like, none of my guys have a ton of defense automatically. Do I know if an event will be held in September? I don't know. I hope so, because honestly... Wow, this is a terrible... useless skills. Honestly, this last event, I was not the biggest fan of it. Like, we didn't get a special chest, so that wasn't fun. And the wheel was really not great value, in my opinion. I don't have any mount. Well, I do have mounted units, but I think Chaotic Retreat for this army is much better. What did I even get on that one? Yeah, the wheel, I don't think... Actually, Bjorn's might be worth it. 4,000 defense. Let's check. How many would I get? 56, which is... 56 divided by 4, that's 10 plus 4 more. 14 command. Whereas this is more than that, I think. Doesn't make any sense. 34, 48. Huh. Well, either way, I can have 48 command. I think that's better. Maybe I was just doing the math wrong. Yeah, the wheel wasn't worth it, and I don't like this card game thing. Like, the card game thing is just kind of annoying. Interesting to me, and it's kind of silly that you can get 5 seeds per day, but you can only get 4 seeds per attempt. Treason definitely is what we're picking there. Do I just go for reinforcement? No, I want to pick up like Katas or a T4 unit. Those are not... Dale Watchman might be better than the Master Throwers, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to do the math. Against enemy melee units, that's actually pretty good. Especially because this is melee, this is melee, this is melee. At least half melee. So you can get 4 seeds per attempt, but you can get 5 per day, so they make you do it twice. I guess we do that. Gandalf probably has pretty crazy focus now. Cavaliers are actually a solid unit, but nothing that we need. Yeah, 375 focus. Sure, let's just get some more focus. I'd like to see what his focus is. So yeah, apparently I can do the hard version of the Red Book. Do that. And this extra gear that you get makes you so, yeah, 423 focus now on him. The extra gear that you get makes your army crazy. Oh, Cataphracts right before the last fight? Yes, please. I'll take it. And, oh, now I can do the tips too. See if I get lucky. Man, I'm so close to getting Gandalf the White. Oh, I actually got another bone mask. Okay. I'll take it. Not bad. I love when I get purples from tips because I never expect to get purples from tips. Alright, so I do need to path a little bit. And then I think Gandalf is going to be the one to take some tiles. Let's do 650. Who's going to path? Probably Arwen. No, she took tiles earlier. Dwalin, Haldir. Let's do Galadriel. So Outrider, Knight. I don't think she has to take anything too crazy. Where was Thanatos farming? Can I just steal some of his tiles? Oh man, this is such a good spot. Holy crap. They'll take forever to path to, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. I feel like I have to just run all the way over here. That's ridiculous. Oh, no way. It's out of range. Yikes. Dang. Alright, well, where's that tile I pinned? This one or this? What's this one? That one's a pretty nice spot too, but there's nothing super close to it. So I think I just have to go for this one. I should also build a fort over there though. Those ruins are out of range. Oh, I don't know. So I want to hit 200 soon. So it's probably not worth it, actually. Yeah. While she's marching, I can just go ahead and hit this one, though. Even though I really don't need more wood. I should search for statues. How far away is this one? Not that far away. Okay, so we can farm that one. Turn off this. I think that makes it so much laggier. Can farm that one. Three. I think those are the only two that I'll be able to farm. Don't need that pinned anymore. Took decent damage from Yusra. Surprisingly unfortunate amount of damage. Maybe I don't have to path anywhere. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. So I could just steal this one. Well, not steal. It's been sitting there connected and nobody's taken it, so I assume nobody wants it. Where's Thor going? Going way up there to farm. And what is this notifying me of? Stun. Makes sense. My first roster last season was against, I think he means an Elrond. I don't know what this is. Heralds, maybe? Took 2 hits with Heralds on turn 1. 100 tier 2 elves, 4700 tier 3. Turn 2, my Daneful of dwarves died. That's very unfortunate. Accelerate. Too bad this isn't Might of Cav, but you can't be too picky on gold items. Other than that, I like it. If I didn't have the Reigns, then I would probably be using a Hith lane on Theoden. I think stacking HP on... Oh, here's another one I can just take. Yeah, maybe pathing for these is not even going to be worth it. Because, I mean, I could even just come and take this one, potentially. I'll leave Gala there for now, but... maybe I don't have to path. That's only one more. That only puts me at 61. Really 60 by the time you drop that other tile. I see that one I can take and probably no more. I bet you everything over here is taken. Seems like it. Well... also want to take... nah. It'll be nice to pick up the grain tile anyway. So... just go for it. Ouch. Sharku, man. 500 knights should be enough, though. Especially if I'm going to hit a 130 next. That's way more than enough to take a 15. What does this Gimli have? Ooh, endurance plates. And Erebor's Pride is so good. Crazy. Dwarf itemization. I think they have the best itemization in the game as far as troop types go. Crazy. Seven minutes. Gandalf is a slow dude. Such a slow guy. Alright, well, who am I gonna sweep? No, because Gandalf can only take 3 more after this one. So I actually have to take some with King of Men. How are the rankings doing anyway? Erebor holding strong at number 2 and 5. So they actually seem really even with Varyogs. They have 1 from here, and then 6. So like 1.6 to 1. Really 1.25, we'll say. 1.25 to 1.16. That's really close. And then Gondor has 3 that are a total of like 1.2 or so. So that's pretty close there as well. 700k total ish. I guess Erebor has this group too, but they're only 41 people. Unfortunately, Arnor and Rohan are not very high up there players. Arnor has a bunch of tiny fellowships. Maybe they have more players than it seems. Yeah, still no Gundabad fellowship. That is crazy. So I'm pretty sure there are literally bad players on this server. Which is, that's just a yikes. I guess it's free real estate up here. Some nice farmland for somebody. You know, we could drop a fortress in Karak. Can you have to go through this crossing, I think. I think it's the only way in. It's a long way to path, but that might be worth it. Like, who's gonna come up here and take our farm? Like, if we're in a war with somebody, nobody's gonna path all the way up there to take out our economy. Unless we're fighting Erebor. And even then, like, they're gonna want to fight us in the center. Anyone have more strength? Supposedly, they're convinced that they're gonna beat us. That's just the word on the street. I don't know if it's accurate. But somebody was saying that. I guess we'll find out. If that is true, that's a lot of talking for 89 players at 500k power. But you never know, like, diplomacy in this game can change everything. So it's definitely possible. I'm not saying by any means that it can't be done. Crazier things have happened and will happen. I need to turn off this notification thing. This is killing me. Yeah, I don't want to... I guess I'm just going to save up for this flawless one. I think that makes the most sense. Can I turn the notification for this off too? How many more days? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I can get 25 more seeds. Where's the exchange? So 25 plus 12 is 37. So really, if I buy this, I'll have 13. If I hadn't bought the avatar, I could have bought 2 coins. I shouldn't have bought the gems either, although the gems are essentially a coin. So actually the gems are a better deal. Because if you do the daily chest, that's 2 daily chests for 8. Versus 1 8. So yeah, the coins were the right call. Alright, Gandalf. Hurry it up, dude. Need to burn the rest of my stamina sweeping so I can go to sleep at a reasonable time tonight. I should see what commander... So guards, these guys should be easy. Although I'm running full cav, so maybe not. These guys, I think, come with Grima, so my Aowen should be able to handle them just fine. These guys will be really good because I know for sure they drop tips. Good tips. I was hoping there would be some guardians near me. Because I don't remember who... So... I'll go ahead and take that with Gala. Remove everybody. Just so I don't forget. I'm gonna see which commander leads the Berserker dudes. I think it's Grima. In which case, Eowyn would be the right call for that. That should level her up anyway. Gala. Actually, you can just go home. For now. Hey, Grim. How's it going, sir? Good evening to you as well. Oh, wait. It's 10 o'clock. And where am I in the overall rankings? Up to 7. Not bad. Since yesterday I was sitting at like 60. The start was rough. My calculations, in 2 weeks we should have all have rings maxed. I don't think that's going to be the case, unless he just means like 110. That's still kind of painful for Grima. But it did get her the level that she needs. Season start in 3 days. Which season are you going to be playing? Is that going to be the new one? Kings of Men, I think it's called. It's called something like that. I need to hit these Guardians, actually. I think I'll do that with Eowyn. That way I can see which commander they have. Hopefully it's something silly like Balin. I feel like I should have already been farming 200s, but I guess being a day behind on 200s isn't too bad. Not the market. Replaying Rebuilding Glory. Oh yeah, the new season is only non-RP. There's actually a lot of people who... Oh, there's some Guardians there. Like my group, we probably won't play unless they make an RP version of Kings of Men. We probably just won't play it. We'll probably just wait until Season 7, I guess. Whatever Season 7 is. Because we're a group that just does RP servers as well. We wanted to do Tactics Evolved, but it was just filling too fast. Well, the first time it filled too fast, and the second time they didn't add extra servers. So we sat in bag in for 2 weeks, and we were like, we can either sit here for another week and maybe not even get in, or we can just go ahead and play Rebuilding Glory again. And after 2 weeks of sitting AFK, everybody pretty much agreed that we should just go for it. So I can go ahead and start dropping that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can take 1, 2, 3. That'll leave me with 3 open tiles. I should farm this for EXP too. Farm the ruins. Oh, you guys have 2 full fellowships. Very nice. Very nice. I wonder what the numbers are in terms of popularity, if RP or non-RP is more popular. I guess once I have 3 tiles left, I just take that. I go boom boom, that gives me 2 tiles left. I either just sit with 2 open tiles, or can I reach down here? I feel like I can. Yeah. So I think I just come down here and hit like 2 of these. Something like that. Although I also need to build a fort. So need to fort in this direction, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe not yet. Go farm those juicy tiles, bro. Because even though it looks like they're in range, actually not. Oh, they actually are. I could have come from the other direction. But I think he needs them more than I do anyway. Let's see, yeah, he's at 17k. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if he comes and picks those up. 13, 14, 15. And that's just a ton of tiles that he could take. It is ballin'. Alright, so Guardians are definitely priority to farm. I have 2 more there. 1 more there. Solid. I'll go ahead and recall her. I think King of Men has a bunch of stamina. Well, I should see, because I do still need to take tiles. I think I actually just burn Aomers while those drop. See if he can also kill the Guardians. Although he's not quite as high of a level, so maybe not. He's 5 levels below Aowen. Apparently she leveled up. Haldir got a level. Oh wait, did he get 2? Solid. Some other people come kill it. Yeah, I don't think 2 weeks. So let's see. This is now 66k, which is taking me 3 hours. And it's only going to go up from there. So it's less than 8 levels per day. So in 2 weeks, even at that rate, there's no way it's going to stay in that rate though. Like pretty soon you're going to be getting 1 level per day. I mean, if it was a generous 8 levels a day in 2 weeks, that's 112. We need 3. That's 23. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 63. 73. 83. 93. There we go. By week, although like these are kind of irrelevant. So in 2 weeks we'll probably all be 110 with all the good stuff maxed. And then just be dumping points into resources for no other reason than we don't have anything else to level. Minimize Discord again. Whoa, what is this? Why don't I have this? I want that one. Although this is still my favorite one, it's still this one. That one will always be the best. And my other account had the dragon one, which was cool. Kind of sad that I don't have that one anymore. Oh, I am max on food. I guess I trade it for stone then. I still want to keep a lot though because I want to try to conscript all night long. Because that will be... I'll wake up with a lot of troops. So if I can conscript all night, plus... I might start this tonight. If I could somehow start both of these, Light Cav to 5 and Horseman to 5, that would be crazy. I don't think I'll have the resources for it though. Although I do still have 2 market refreshes. I can go ahead and scam the market on these 2. I can trade 100k. Wait, does that work or am I doing it backwards? No, it needs to be 50% off. So if I trade 100k, I get less than 80k. It has to be 50% off. Alright, how long on these tiles? So time for like 2 more sweeps. I think that's better losses than it was for Aomer. Even better losses than it was for Theoden. And Theoden actually has gear, whereas Aomer doesn't really. I need to try guards of the tower as well. I think if they're Boromir, they should be really easy. Although I might hit them with King of Men instead. I should have a little bit of extra stamina on King of Men. Well, I need to pick those guys up. Might send Aomer there. And then recall him to reinforce Gandalf and take the tiles. Boom, boom. Guess I don't need that pinned anymore. Well, I could... Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's the plan. Take that 4. Sounds good to me. Let's hit these guys. Maybe I'll get lucky and they'll give me a tip. So I believe it's 80,000 XP. If memory serves. It's like 80k XP and 20k gold, I want to say. Something awesome like that. I guess I won't have to insta recall him. It's only 3 minutes. But this is another reason. I mean, the main reason I relocated here is just good access to farming areas besides statues. There's a lot of open tiles for now in these directions, but also being on the border of Mirkwood and Amon Link means endless max level mobs to sweep. So Crushers give built. These guys are pretty easy too. I can't remember what commander they have. They give 1 hour of building speed ups though. And The crazy thing is the building speed ups on these guys, they're non-seasonal. So I think I used all of them that I had. I banked a bunch of them last season, like 30 or more of them. They don't have any more. So I was thinking that this entire season I need to just farm crushers. Because if you can farm like 30 in just a couple of weeks, imagine how many 1 hour building speedups you could get if you farmed them for like 2 months. You could probably go into a season with over 100 of them, which would be absurd. Unless they fixed it. They were for sure non-seasonal as of last season. Here's another one. That would be a forever long round trip though. That's 30 minutes. For now, I want the gold and the XP more than the building speed ups though. Hopefully it's an easy commander with the arbalests. Can't remember. Crushers might be Grima too, though. We'll find out. It is Gothmog, so not too bad. What build did they give this guy? Oh, full top R0. Actually makes sense. Obviously, these guys are always going to be defending. And point there. And I think I go 2-1-1-2-1, max this, max that. How many more points do I have left? I have 20. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 6 is 13. Yeah, that would be 20. Exactly 20 there. I think that makes the most sense. Although... So, Coal of the Week isn't that good from what I remember. Swing is actually his best damage skill, believe it or not. Because it hits 2 targets on a 1 round cooldown. So the other option is leaving this at 1. I could go 12 and 6, 10 and 5 is 15. And then 2-1-1. 1. 10-5, 2-1-1-1. Yeah, that might be better. 10-5, 2-1-1-1. Because overall, this isn't that much extra damage. It's like a 14% increase in average damage. The reason it's good is because it's an extra hit for Rohirrim stacking. Although I need to put one more here. So we're only have 19. Ten and 5 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Or I just leave Rohirrim at 14 and go 10, 5, 2, 1, 1, 1. Yeah. I probably should have had this at 6, actually. Or no, I probably should have had Riding Excellence at 6. Maybe I'll respec him once he gets 50 and I'll plan it out slightly better. But Gandalf can take those tiles now. And Then I'll just be sweeping King of Men. Be good to go. I'm hoping I think I can get my main guys all to 35 within the next couple of days. Really by the end of tomorrow. He's having by the end of tomorrow. Eowyn can make it. King of Men can make it. I don't know if Theoden's gonna make it. But Theoden doesn't really have to make it until Eomer does. So I can have 2 pairs of commanders hitting 200s. Honestly, at first I won't even have the troops to make it happen. So as long as I can get King of Men and Eowyn there tomorrow. Or even Eowyn and Theoden, that might be a better combo. I can save up T3s all of tomorrow. Why did you not march, Gandalf? There we go. I think it'll work out. Just, can you do me a huge favor? I'm streaming. What's up? Dang, Thorondil is way over here, dude. This is why he is Thorondil the Adventurer. This guy is the craziest pather in the game. Okay, now that was a solid fight from Gandalf. Make instructions. Maybe in a bit. And how can you... Well, I'm getting the how long are you planning to stream from the wife. So, probably like 15 more minutes. I want to at least take all of these tiles. I have at least 3 more to snag. I think it won't take too long. Wait, oh wait, 10 seconds? That should be fine, actually. 19 seconds, yeah. Code. Now. World chat is just dead tonight on this server. It's kind of crazy. Was that a Dune again? You love to see it. Whatever, I'm not even reinforcing him. It's not even going to be worth it. Can make it, just send it. And we do have to connect this one. So you can take some goat riders and go ahead and take it. Yo, Felnix. Hello? That's what I should do. I should change my name to Felnix Gaming. I like it. Has a nice ring to it, to be honest. Felnix Gaming. You ever do a video on a Dune? No, because she's terrible. I wanted to like a Dune. I got her to R5 Wiz 4 in my Angmar Season 2. And she's too hit or miss. Too hit or miss. And against anyone who crutches on healing but gets shredded by damage commanders and Theo. You just, unless you have her, like maybe at respect 25 she would be alright. It's just to shut down damage commanders, she has to go a specific build, which, let's look at her skill tree. I guess I can't see it all here. What even do they give her? They give her Soul Siphon and Plague and Black Arts. So the problem with Plague and Black Arts is that you can cleanse them, and a lot of the healing commanders come with a built-in cleanse. And if you go Betrayer to shut off healing, excuse me. You don't really want to go the Soul Siphon route, because then you're losing 50% of your Soul Siphon. Like, Soul Siphon's an okay skill on its own, but not without the healing portion. And if you go like Betrayer, Black Numenorian Dark Mantle, she just doesn't do enough damage on her own. Theopart, she excels at killing R15 Theos? I don't know about that. Tane and Theo? I have to look at her full skill tree again, but this has been a while. Any commanders already at R20? Yeah, but some are better than others, right? Like, if we take an example, let's use Gandalf the Grey as an example. I'll pull up my own Gandalf the Grey. So you want Max Mithrandir, and you want to be able to take the White Council points that you want when you need it, right? But the Grey's scaling is atrocious. Blindside scaling is pretty terrible too. Like, this is gaining 21.4% per point. This is gaining 16.2.3% per point. So the scaling on Blindside is pretty bad. Pipeweed Connoisseur is just terrible. Wizard is fine, but like, as Gandalf the Grey, you already have +9 skill points from support and wisdom, and then +50 plus your respect. So you're already drowning in skill points, and you really quickly run out of stuff that scales well. So like, maybe what, R10 or something? It's probably the most you should ever go for Gandalf. Let's see how many. This is 15 plus 14 is 29. Let's just say you always want to run 15 in White Council. Now you're at 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Theoretically, you could put 13 more, so now you're at 63, you're at 70 from this. After the 70th skill point, like, what do you do? And he already gets 59 from levels, wisdom, and support. So like, after R11, what are you really doing with your skill points? Like, if you're fighting good, both of these are just useless. Like, I guess this is fine against Galadriel. So after R11, you're just putting points into Wizard and Surge. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not, like, ridiculous. How much time on dropping tiles? 2 minutes on that. I don't even know if I can take another tile. I guess if I march Gandalf all the way down here, I can. I guess I should reinforce him first. Just, oh wait, I can't even because he's out of stamina. Hasn't been thoroughly tested enough. Well, maybe you can change my mind with some good reports this season. Tried 3 builds in my Angmar season and all 2 hit or miss. So if we compare that to somebody like Éomer, since I like talking about Éomer a lot, the Rohirrim, the full tree is amazing. That's 29 points. Aorid leader is good. Now you're at what, 44? Mounted combat isn't terrible by any means. So potentially you're at 51, 58 if you take flanking, and then even after all of that. And you get 56 from levels and wisdom. So you're at R2. Wow, how does Willosaurus Rex... How do you know my name, by the way? Did I put it on my YouTube profile? Willosaurus Rex. Well, anyway, so you're 58 points here. That's R2. You still have 15, 7, 7, 15, 7. That's 30. That's another potentially 51 points. Even at R25, you cannot take all of Éomer's good skills. Yeah, but... Right, I agree mounted combat is good because you can stack Rohirrim faster. But... And that's why I was saying you can take it to 7 if you want to. But the scaling with Rohirrim doesn't actually help until like after the first point, right? Because the chance to proc does not increase, just the damage increases. So even with 1 point, you're going to stack Rohirrim faster. So it's just a question of Right, but... Either way, it's still effectively a 14% average damage increase. And so the question becomes, are you going to get more than 14% by taking damage skills? But either way, if you're talking about like R25, yeah, you would definitely take mounted combat to max for sure. At R25, you'd probably max this tree, most of Eodig. So see that we've said this is R2 to max both of these trees. So you have 23 points left. You could go like 15, maybe just go 15-7. I don't know, but like you have so many freaking good points. You'd actually have to sit here and theory craft what is the best place to put the last points. Whereas Gandalf the Grey, you're like, oh, I guess I'm getting more levels in Wizard after R11. Like, Arwen is another commander that I think would actually be really crazy with high respect. Let's see, what do I want to sweep with this guy? Some Guardians, I think we're up here. See, yeah, Theo is a facilitator. That's one way to put it, yeah. The problem with Adune is, to sum it up in a short sentence or two, is If you turn off healing, that's a totally separate build than focus damage. And it's good against totally different commanders. And so it's almost impossible, maybe actually is fully impossible. So she can shut down damage commanders if she goes, because she has the same tree as King of the Dead, as an example. Right, she has the Betrayer tree, which shuts down damage commanders because it saps their might. And once they have way less might, they'll be auto attacking you for literally 1 damage. Like my Adune in season 2 could hold Legolas's to like 50k total damage, when normally Legolas can pop off and do 200, 300k, depending on your gear, right? And so, because of intimidation specifically, I mean the stuns and the silences are okay, but like I don't even know if I would take confusion. Intimidation is good though for shutting down damage commanders. But that's so many points invested to fighting damage commanders. I don't even remember what her freaking R5 is. What is her R5? 6 hits equals 600% due to Rohirrim. I'm not sure that that's how it works. Because, if I'm understanding you correctly, I'll use it as an example. So, okay, let's just say for easy math, it's going to be more than this. Rohirrim is plus 30% damage. It's really going to be like 40% or something when you factor in speed, right? I guess I can look at a report. So yeah, how much is Eomer's Rohirrim doing per stack? 11.8%. Whatever, I'm just going to say 30%, right? That just gets added into all the other damage bonus math, right? So let's just say that's the only effect present. So you're going to do base damage times 1.30, right? Now, I believe the way mounted combat works is, since it's 70% of normal damage, where is mounted combat? He doesn't, oh, right here. It'll go up to 70%. I think that's actually just a minus 30%. I don't think it's a... Actually, I wonder how the interaction does work. Does the spreadsheet have it? Let me see if the spreadsheet has it. I don't think it's going to be a 70% damage hit that is then increased by your other damage modifiers. I think it's going to be your other damage modifiers minus 30%. Is the way... let's see... This part doesn't have it. Maybe it's not on Theo's spreadsheet. See, because, yeah, unit damage is equal to your damage coefficient times the damage of the unit, your attack roll, times the number of effective units that you have. And effective units are based on your effective command. And so I think that it's going to go into the spreadsheet as a minus 0.3 modifier that gets rolled into all your other modifiers. If that makes sense. Well, I don't know if anybody has tested that specific example. So I don't think it's going to be damage times 0.7 and then that multiplied by the Rohirrim coefficient. I think it's going to be damage times the summation of your damage modifiers, then minus 0.3. I don't know, explaining math verbally is, I don't know if you understand what I'm getting at. I mean, it's still a fine skill. I would just question whether or not you're going to get more overall damage from mounted combat. Yeah, it's effectively a 100% hit, but even if we're saying that it's 100% hit, like, no matter how you break it down, it's still a 14% overall damage increase. Right? Because 20% of the time you're doing an extra attack that does 70% damage. You're already okay, man, my brain is turning into mush from all the farming today and all the math. Well, the math isn't. It's just the mush and the time, or the farming and the time. Let me start over. So you're comparing your baseline damage, assuming you have Rohirrim, because every Rohirrim commander always takes Rohirrim, right? So you're taking your cavalry's base damage, and now you're modifying that by Rohirrim. So let's just say 100. And now Rohirrim is increasing that by 30%, 130. Now the question becomes, do you take mounted combat also? And since it's a 20% chance to do 70% damage, that's still only going to be a 14% increase on average of the new baseline to include Rohirrim. If explaining it that way makes more sense. Because at a minimum, these skills are always going to be paired, right? Like, you're never going to take mounted combat but not have Rohirrim. And so you're not comparing, like, mounted combat only, Rohirrim only, and then a third container that has both. If explaining it that way makes sense. I don't know if it does. I need to sweep guards to the tower to see what commander they have. Because basically you're already factoring in the fact that you have Rohirrim going. Because it's either Rohirrim and not mounted combat. Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying in some way. Not sure. Yeah, either way, it boils down to whether or not you're going to get more damage from it. Because you're going to put 1 point in this for sure. Just on the off chance that it stacks Rohirrim quicker. So it becomes, do you get more damage from 6 in mounted combat or 6 in his damage skills? The strength of the hit would put it past things like Cleave? I don't know. Cleave does a lot of damage. Let's see if I have a report. How much is my Cleave hitting for... at level 30... So at level 30 with absolutely garbage gear, it's hitting goats for 7.4. And goats have the 10% reduction on them. And it's going off 3 times per combat. So that's already like 23,000 damage per combat. With this gear at level 30. Like, already mounted combat would be having to add at least 20,000 damage. But I mean, you can just take both. Like, the most straightforward build is full R5, full bottom R0. And then just like 2-1-1 extras. But like swing is crazy good. 6 base hits of cav. I mean, it depends a lot on the cav, right? So we'll see what the knights in the... So Outrider, we're going to say that their initial bonus, because they only have 1 stack of Rohirrim right here, we'll say that's a wash. That's only 2.5k. Although there weren't that many of them, so maybe that's not fair. There's only 350. I don't know. I mean, you can. It's like the same thing I'm gonna do with Eowyn. Like Eowyn, I've really been starting to think that nobility is just not worth it. Right? Like Cleave alone at level 50 is gonna add like 40,000 damage to your army. I don't think there's any world in which nobility, except maybe as Rohan, adds 40,000 damage. Like Eowyn's gonna be doing 60k per fight just with this. Oh, King of Men leveled up. I mean, the math will be pretty much apparent once I'm level 50. Because I can just do a fight, or a number of fights. See how much damage I'm getting from Cleave, or from Eowyn dealing damage herself. And then compare that to how much like auto attack damage she would be doing, which is going to be like 10,000 or something, even at level 50. Basically, like, the men cav units in her army are going to have to be doing like 200k plus per fight to make nobility worth it, I think. I think mounted combat's going to be about the same. But how much stamina's on King of Men? 3 more sweeps. I'll probably just have to do these off stream before I go to bed, because I said 25 minutes ago that I would stream for 15 more minutes. So we can talk about it on Discord too, though. Because I don't know. Like, you could very well be correct. Actually, you know what? I should send him down here and take 2 more tiles. There's gotta be 150s here, right? Yeah, here we go. Like, you very well could be right, but I'll test it this season. I feel like my gut says that I'm right, though. But either way, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna go